And there it goes. And it's always funny when I play Xbox games. I feel like I can take my own little word mark out because there's already one back there. Hopefully the game is at a good volume. I mean, it is for me. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Just so it's just under me. It may be overpowering me a little bit. Don't worry. When I do these for YouTube, I usually turn up my own volume a little bit anyway. I'm going to turn it down in my ears though, so you won't get the full power of the game, whereas I get it a little bit reduced. Sometimes you got to hear yourself think. Just sometimes, not all the time, because sometimes hearing yourself think can be a lot. But yeah, let's hop on in. Okay, that's clever. All right, options. Game. English, subtitles large. Oh, that's clever. Enable vibration. I do like this. You can reset your save data. I always like when you can do that. Okay, we have nothing to... Oops. Sorry. Display, it's... I mean, we can make it the actual resolution of my browser. That's fine. Or my window. Things look okay. If we had to upscale, we could do for that, but we're fine. Okay. Yes. Okay, preset's pretty good. Audio. Oh, it's interesting. Let's try surround. Let's see if that's good or bad. Volume's pretty good, so we'll go back. And controls, which I'm assuming controls it'll tell us as we go, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. It is very funky. It has a sort of like retro spy vibe to it. But yeah. So let's see here. We'll go ahead and hop on in. I'm going to just check on work one last time because I am a valuable employee to the company. I am an asset to the company. So yeah, let's hop on in. See, I think I remember that the big city ship that you're on is actually sailing through an alien kind of sea, so this should be interesting. Oh. Oh, wow. Are these like apartments? Whoa. Oh, it's me in the morning. This is stunning so far. Wait, are we a prisoner?
Harold, I'm afraid I need you to come with me.
Oh, hi, Major. What's the matter? Is that leak bothering you again?
It's your fine, your unpaid fine.
Uh-oh.
I had a fine?
You still do. Tubing without the proper credit on your tube card. Can you settle it now?
No. But, wait, I'm sure I topped it up.
Improper tube card management, Halibut. You surely recall that since last week, the Energy District tubes require your tube card to be topped up with blue credit if an onward journey to the social district is intended, in addition to the usual weekly turquoise credit.
Wait, what?
But only last month, it was a green.
I don't make the rules, Harold, but the rules make me. Now let's get you over to the fine secretary so we can all get on with our day.
So it may not be that Harold did anything wrong. It's just the rules kept changing that he couldn't keep up with. To use transit? Okay.
Fell foul of the end user insufficient funds clause. I'm afraid if you really can't pay, you're going to have to think of someone who can.
I guess that means you'll have to wait for the professor again. Who knows what she sees in you? Right, I'm needed elsewhere. There's a disturbing rise in the number of people traveling without the appropriate tickets recently. I hope for both our sakes not to see you again soon, Harold.
We'll get that up to 90% next time.
Okay. Moving around is very interestingly smooth. Like it's doing not even full quarter turns. It's doing like these eighth of a movements between turns. Okay, let's see. Oh, that is smooth. Can I talk to you?
Can't you just put this on my account? I'll pay as soon as I...
Mr. Halibut, you don't have an account.
Oh.
Not since we blocked it.
Oh.
Please, Mr. Secretary, let me just... look, can't we...
Your name is Mr. Secretary?
My title, young man, is All-Water Secretary number 24. It is not my name. Anyway, I'm afraid All-Water Corporation can't be seen to make exceptions. You'll have to go through the proxy payment process like everyone else.
Oversaw the introduction of digital real-time in 15,342 AC. And in 15,342.5 AC, we held the first employee satisfaction survey and underwater pro-employee plan initiatives, perhaps known more commonly as Fess Up.
Oh my gosh.
Followed by the all-water-led renewal projects, such as
So this is a propaganda film for all water. Oh.
a landmark customer poll.
Okay.
Our continued commitment to being
Let's,
approachable.
I guess, do we talk to you now, buddy? Oh, we sit and wait.
Passenger approval shortly afterwards, and we hope the recent
So, what are you in for?
Oh, I'm just here for the great company.
Aren't you a little young to start working for All Water?
What? No, I meant because it was a joke, doofus.
Oh,
Yeah. Could you let me wait in peace now?
Wow.
Sure.
Don't talk to
Will
me.
do.
Leave me alone. Got it.
have fun.
illuminated the many innovations we now rely
Felix?
Hi, Ma. Look, before you say anything,
Whatever your excuse is, it'll have to wait. Busy times. Mr. Secretary, please charge whatever Felix's fine is to the company tab, please.
Of course, Mrs. Van der Vaart. Have a pleasant day. You too, Master Van der Vaart.
freedom! Have fun, Harold!
by the first replacement of our inaugural CEO with Madame Brenner Castletop.
We reluctantly interrupt your daily business for some important information for all inhabitants of the Fedora 1.
Dear people, crew, and company, we seem to have discovered something super cool. Please do consider to congregate tonight at the Agora Theatre for some important information.
Oh.
Hereafter. Then, in 30
Oh, Harold, here you are. I've been looking all over. Get your buns to the lab, if you please.
Oh, not the
I
sandals
beg
and
your
socks.
pardon, ma'am, but there is still the matter of an outstanding fine for Mr. Halibut to find a proxy for. A completely reasonably priced and fairly applied fine, if I do say so myself.
Sir, please do not cause me further consternation. Just put it on my tab as always. Come on, Harold.
Well, at least somebody here likes us.
Plan initiatives, perhaps known more commonly as Fess Up.
Nope, going this way.
This was followed by the
Nope, going this way.
renewal projects, such as
Okay. I wish I could see the rules again.
back to the public. A landmark
That's the only thing I wish you could do is zoom in a little bit, because they've done amazing work so far.
and accountable.
Mr. Halibut, you'll need this before you go.
A ticket home?
Yes, and only home. It's not valid for any other routes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
And your tube pass should be unlocked again within 24 hours. So you'll be back to the luxury of fully automatic tube travel eligibility approval once again.
Held
I can't
aloft
wait.
by the hands of All Water Corporation, which illuminated the many
So,
innovations
sounds
now
like
viable.
they have built this.
Every time I need you, Harold, it's something else. What's wrong with you? I can't handle your shenanigans while we're in the middle of this mess.
I know. I'm sorry. Next time.
This must have an underlying cause. I remember when you were still in school and your teacher telling me about how you would just stare out of the window, oblivious to her even shouting at you.
Oh,
It's like you've never snapped out of that daydream.
hey, that's the guy that just gave the announcement. Oh,
I was never in a daydream, just the other stuff was boring.
can relate.
I'm not sure which is worse. The idea of you living with your head in the clouds or never being excited by life. Only boring people get bored.
Oh, no, she didn't.
I'm sorry, Professor.
What? Oh, what? I actually don't know where we're supposed to go.
This location is not accessible via your permission slip, and you know it.
Okay, so this is where we are. So we're going somewhere else. Got it. Can we go up this ladder? No? Okay. Well, can we just wander? Hold on. Can we just go around now? Wait a second. Now I want to look. I'll catch up to you in a minute, Prof. Oh my goodness, there's a projector on the wall that is clever. I remember when they started doing this in real life and it kind of blew our minds that somebody was just on a wall waving at us and we're like, oh wait, you're just a projection, right? No, I'm really loving everything so far. The way they've done the background, the way that the background obviously kind of stops at this point, even though there's more doors back there. Like, hey, Brosephine, welcome on in. And this gives me a good feeling of stop motion with, you know, the use of computers to help like these motions become standard throughout. Okay, so let's go where we're supposed to go. We're in the all-water district. Let's go to the central station.
Destination chosen.
Uh,
Enjoy your all-water
Oh.
journey. You have arrived.
Is that
Please exit the tube in an orderly manner.
temporarily for
We hope you travel with us again soon.
But why isn't the line active? What needs improving? A man has a right to know.
I don't know the exact decision-making process that led to this, sir, but I assure you it will be for the good of your overall long-term tube traveling experience.
So will we get discounts on the other lines as a result of the inconvenience?
As of
No.
yet, there is no discount scheme in place, as we calculated the possible inconvenience to be negligible.
Wouldn't need a discount if the prices weren't so high in the first place.
I can't comment on the pricing strategy, I'm afraid, sir. I'm just a travel secretary.
So what can you comment on?
I am authorised to comment on the nature of the tube closure, which is that All Water have had to close the line temporarily.
Actually, I'm going to make the subtitles. Hold on. No. I'm going to make the subtitles medium because I feel like then maybe I won't be blocking them as much.
For improvement works.
Yes, you said that. Have these improvements been carried out before?
No, okay, that
I
didn't really
cannot
help.
say if the
Hey,
exact
Jamie, welcome on
same
in.
optimizations have been made to another.
All right. I'll just make them large again.
Line.
So what can you comment on?
I can confirm that there is no discount scheme in place, and that we believe the fares to be fair.
So who calculates the fair price?
I can't comment on the pricing strategy, I'm afraid,
gosh.
sir. I'm just a travel secretary.
This is ridiculous. Can I talk to your manager?
Certainly, sir. If you'd just like to go to the all-water public office and make a managerial communication meeting request with Secretary 24 there.
Oh no, that's who I was just talking to. Good luck, buddy.
The reason, sir, is that all water have had to close the line temporarily.
Okay.
For improvement
Can we tinker with
Why
anything
isn't the
else?
line active? What needs improving? A man has a right to know.
I don't
So I'm very curious already.
process that led to this, sir.
Harold starts in arrears. He starts because there was a fine on his account because he used the wrong travel to the wrong place. And I'm already like, okay, but how do you have money? What do you use for that? Who determines prices? And then they had a very complex system of how you had to arrange your thing. Like, oh, well, you got to have a blue on, like a turquoise on top of the blue, like what? Okay, I assume that we're going to the lab district.
Destination decided. Enjoy the view.
The idea that we get flushed into the tube to go places is interesting, but their transit is just a series of tubes.
But Harold, I'm tired of chasing after you like you're a stupid butterfly.
Rude.
What's a butterfly? That sounds silly.
Butterfly is an insect from Earth. They had beautiful patterns on their wings and drank pollen from flowers. I suppose you could say they often appeared in extra natural moments in life. On the other hand, they were terribly inefficient, flighty, overly trusting, and delicate. Ergo, you never take responsibility, and I never know where to find you next.
Come back. Like, they're moving too quickly for me to stay close to hear them. Not the 3 seashells, Dre.
I know I drift off a bit sometimes, but all water raised the tube fares again, and they never announce it properly. This time it really was an honest mistake. Plus, there was this woman who...
Quiet, Harold. We don't have time for your flights of fancy right now. There's important work afoot.
Oh, yeah.
Have you checked the blockage in the filter station yet? And did you need to feed the fish too?
Ah, yes. Those two. I'm on the case. Bye, Professor.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, I'm sure those are all my tasks for the day.
You seem to have waylaid your PDA.
Oh.
It really is a wonder you get anything done around here.
Ah, thanks, Professor. It's got a life of its own.
Strangely enough, I noticed you hadn't added your daily task list to it. And I don't want to have to remind you about them again.
Oh, thanks. Let's see. So I access the list. It'll come back to me.
Just go to the 4 selection buttons.
Okay. Where were they again?
Oh, buddy.
Right of the pad.
Ah, yeah. Top of the 4 buttons, right?
The top of the 4 buttons on the upper right of the pad. Clever. I see you, game.
Cool.
Welcome to CompuBud.
Navigation nub to highlight,
The navigation nub.
and then hit the bottom button.
Precisely.
Oh, that's so clever. That's really, really clever.
Okay, great. And it's the rightmost button to go back, right?
Indeed. Now hop to it. And I'll see you at the Agora arcades when you're done.
Okay. Yes. So first thing we hear is that it's an old Earth insect. So wherever we are, we're one, not on Earth, and we may be so far away in terms of time from Earth that some people no longer remember what a butterfly, or even know what a butterfly is. What we are going to do right now is take a really quick break so that people coming in do not get some ads. So let's find somewhere pretty. I mean, this whole thing is pretty. It's all... Is that a little dinosaur? Nope, I don't want to go outside. I want to look at the fish. Okay, so we're going to take a little break so I can run an ad. And also there's a leak in my sink that won't stop leaking, so I need to go fix that. But I'll be back in about 3 minutes, and I'll also come back and say thank you for that resub, Jamie. I appreciate you. But everyone hang tight, and I will see you very shortly. Let's bring the game back with its cool atmospheric music and say thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. There we go. I know that there is also a disco in this game, so hopefully we'll find that scene before the end of today. But yeah. Hey, Tom, welcome on in. Thank you for that resub as well. My goodness. I will do my best to try and continue to be worthy and deserving of the $5 that people throw my way each month. I recently did my taxes, and just to say, self-employed revenue everywhere is down. Self-employed expenses are up, but revenue down. But yeah, let's get back to Harold and let's find out what exactly he's got to do. So let's open up our PDA again. Oh no, we've just started doodling in our pad. Okay, so clean the filter station. Moreau told me to clean the filter station, like always. Feed the fish. Moreau reminded me to feed the fish. Space Toast? Is this a game? Okay. Oh, systems. I don't know what any of this means yet. I'm sure we'll learn what that means later. It's got to be important, right? Oh. Well, this is a mess. I don't think I can get in here. Can I get in here? No. Okay. All right, what are you? Are you the fish feeding or the filter?
Drat. It's out of food.
Okay.
Ask Cyrus about this.
Task. Ask Cyrus about fish food. Okay. Where is the filter? Hold on. There was an activate for something over here. What? What the? What? What? Did I? This is like being in James Bond's car and just pushing random buttons, being like, okay, what's that do? What's that do? Okay, this is a little reading nook, which I do appreciate. Okay, so it looks like the thing is out of food. And I don't believe... Okay, so we won't find anything to clean the filter over here. That looks like a ladder that goes there. I will say one thing. Okay, we went in the room. There's nothing in there. That phone looks cool. One thing I am missing, which would be amazing, is the ability to turn like the camera around. Is this where I sleep? Okay, so this is probably where I sleep. Oh, it is, because this is where the guy came and got me. Okay. Okay. What's interesting, in terms of controls, move up, left, down, right, interact, cancel, run, and open PDA. Okay, so... Okay, so I can go a little faster. But in terms of... Okay, so this is the fish food thingy, and it's empty.
Drat. It's out of food. Better ask Cyrus about this.
Okay. I also thought it was a cell since we started with... Oh, nope. Cancel. Okay, so it does have that...
Drat. It's out of...
It does have that feeling of... when you touch something, like it's got to start its whole thing over again. Okay. So then this is just a room full of junk, right? Or do I need something in here is the question. Doesn't look like it yet, although there is a lot of junk in here. Okay. Is this me getting literally stuck 5 minutes into the game? Well, let's go see what that big wall thing is. Because I thought I was going to fix the filter that's right here. But apparently not. If I leave, then what? Okay. Right. Lab, quarters, lounge. Lounge?
Ah, Harold. Perfect timing.
Oh, Signor Tenenbaum. You too.
I was just hoping to watch some Sun Tzu's Ashk. Got any idea how to work the old telly?
Yeah, I think it's one of those all-water ad-only models.
Oh, no.
Ah. Should still be good for watching the announcement on tonight, though, right?
You're really gonna watch that? They'll just announce another tube price hike again.
Well, who knows? Diego from Health Services said he heard something about the reveal of something important.
Give us that clean air we like to breathe.
Okay.
But did you also
Sun Tzu ask?
What is Sun Tzu's Ashk?
Yes.
So Sun Tzu's
Sun
Ashk.
Tzu's Ashk. Eternal love. Best and only Turkish novella we have on board. I thought season 18 was bad, what with all the drama around Emery's cousin and whatnot. It's worth powering through to season 36, though. That's where the plot really thickens.
I'll try to check it out sometime.
A Turkish telenovela. What brings you to the lounge anyway? There's nothing in here.
What brings you to the lounge anyway?
Would you guess that the tubes to the utility district and the social district are down again?
Strangely, yes. I can believe that. Does that mean school is out?
Yep. The Bambinos are happy, and I don't mind the time off. But if it goes on much longer, they'll forget everything.
Won't they do their homework?
Maybe.
Have you met
The
kids?
whole social district is off limits right now, so at least there won't be much else for them to do.
Is that why you're hanging out here?
Mostly. It's just kind of cozy here, though, you know?
I suppose it is.
Anyway, don't mind me, Harold.
Bye, Chris.
See you later, Harold. I'll be here if you want some company.
Okay, so that's Chris. This is the lounge. And there's nothing else in here. Okay. Drink Zoop water. Okay, so hold on. Let's see. This went back to the tube, right? We can't look at this yet. Okay, this goes back to the all-water tube. Yeah, okay, so we don't need that. What we need to find is Cyrus to ask about the food situation for the fish, because we got to feed the fish. And Planetary Pan, thank you very much for that resub. Goodness gracious. Goodness. Okay. Bathroom? Okay. The fact that all these rooms exist makes me think something's going to involve all of them. But right now I'm going to look for Cyrus about the filtration pump. Okay. Maybe that's where I meant to go. Is that a tentacle? Not going to think too much about it. We are taking these stairs at a clip, though. Look at us. Dang. That's kind of dangerous. Okay, filtration pump. Maybe over here? Okay, so these appear green. I'm moving around between them with directionals, but then I come to this one. So I somehow emptied the tank.
Clean as a whistle again.
Don't ask me how I did that. Also, the panel's like, no, you're done. Okay. I wonder if we'll be able to start kind of translating things as we go. All right, so the filtration pump has been handled. Ask Cyrus about fish food. Oh, we're sketching what happened. So we just ran into Chris in the lounge, and we sketched a little picture of Chris in the lounge watching TV. Ask Cyrus about fish food. Cy is the guy to ask about fish food. Well, let's find Cyrus. Nope. Okay, observatory is down. Botanical concepts. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, those look like the things that were in the lab. So, maybe are you Cyrus?
Hey, Cy.
Oh, hey, Harold. What's going? How's up?
Just doing my usual rounds. Trying to clean the fish and feed the filter station.
Super nice. How are the fishies doing?
They're swimming away. Looking good. But there's no food left in the fish feeding machine.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, I've been thinking about fish a lot recently.
Number one dad.
If, given fish blood is such a good fertilizer, what the slow release phosphates and nitrogen, but we don't want to hurt fish. If samples were taken, we could somehow synthesize the...
Cy, that sounds very interesting, but what about the food for the fish themselves?
Hmm? Oh, yes. Sorry, Brad. Didn't I restock the other night? Must have just thought about it. I'll have to formulate some more.
You make the fish food yourself?
Oh, I do indeed. I'm working on a new recipe at the moment, in fact.
But, can fish even taste?
It's not just about taste, it's about nutrition. We want their gills to function optimally, don't we? And their pigments to express as vividly as possible, a bit like flowers.
Cy. New fish food would be great. I'm sure they'll love it.
Well, I'll get right on it. Promise. Yeah, I think I have a test batch. Yep, here. A little taster to keep them going. You should try some too.
What? I don't want fish food.
I'll let you know what they think.
But again, another piece of information is that we're free out here.
Did you see that?
What?
Was that fish real?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, even if it wasn't, their methods are getting way more sophisticated lately.
Yeah.
I kind of look forward to seeing what stunt they're going to pull.
Oh,
next.
was that advertising?
Me too. As long as I don't have to clean it up. Do you remember their first messages?
Yeah. Wasn't it something about Fedora not being able to take off being a conspiracy?
Yes. On all those little flyers.
Oh.
Handwritten, too. What did that fish message mean, do you think?
I guess something.
There's a
about
rebellion in
exploring
place,
the
isn't
land.
there?
Didn't it say what's out here?
Ooh, like they've hidden something.
Maybe they think the ocean is a conspiracy, too?
Okay, we asked Cyrus about fish food. Notebook, the Light Keepers. Messages? No. To do? No. Add-ons. Oh, sorry. So we've made a sketch in our notebook about the Light Keepers, which is above me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means about them. Huh. Okay. Oh, I don't know what Chris Evans has to do with it. I mean, I don't always need a reason to talk about Chris Evans, but... Okay, so we have food for the fish. I don't think we can go to the observatory yet, but we can go back to the upstairs. This is the right way, yes. Okay, now we want to go back to the lab in the quarters and feed the fishies. Okay. But also interesting in that they use the fish, so they study the fish and apparently use the fish in things. Okay.
Little fishy, your little dishy is now served.
Nice.
Okay, Herald Bot Diagnostic Report. Scanning. All tasks completed satisfactorily. Enjoyment evaluation. Minimal. Energy levels depleted. Recharging required. Next destination, Agora Arcades.
Okay, that was adorable. Okay, so we have a new thing. He drew fish dinner in the notebook. Okay. Job's done. Now I can go to the Agora Arcades for the announcement. I better get the tube there so I don't miss it. All right, let's head. I still want to know what... Nope. There was a mystery here, and I want to know what it was. But the game says, this is not your mystery for right now. Maybe later. I'm going to leave it out. Maybe the lab lady will yell at me if I do. Bye. Enjoyment evaluation, minimal. That may go not just, that may actually go into my employee evaluation. Okay.
Why isn't this working? So typical. I suppose the ticket reactivation is still going to take a while.
Okay. Right. So then... No, it's not completed because I can't go. How am I going to watch the announcement? I can watch the announcement on the TV in the lounge. Okay.
Hello again.
Hey, Chris. Ticket not working. Mind if I watch the announcement with you?
Oh, be my guest. Not that I actually live here.
Oh, it's starting.
We chose the stars, not instead of the Earth, but because of it. We chose sacrifice and responsibility. Well, we didn't, I guess, but our ancestors did, and we wouldn't be here if they hadn't. Left, I mean. We'd be back on Earth, and where would that have got anyone? We may not have ever seen our home, tasted its air, or gazed across its boiling seas, but we remember it.
It's a what now?
And then we made a new home, even if it wasn't quite what anyone had in mind. And one corporation over all others helped make that possible. All water. On that note, I'd like to introduce Madam CEO Brenna Castletop.
Good day to you all. As you may know, I am Brenna Castletop, the CEO of All Water Corporation. More importantly, I'm a citizen of the Fedora just like you. And it's my unmitigated pleasure
Just
today
like you.
to show you what you're about to see. Join me in reliving and celebrating the remarkable journey we've been on together before we unveil the next step of that journey.
Oh, history time.
It may
Hey,
have
Mer.
started with one man, but it took the hearts and minds of many more to make the dream a reality. That dream began at the height of the Cold War, when the world was on the very brink of annihilation. He conceived of an Ark-like spacefaring ship, financed by the wealthiest countries, families, and private institutions such as the Schlipmeyer Foundation, as a gesture of global care for the human race. That ship journeyed for 200 years.
Oh, Fedora,
flew to 5
Federation of
generations
Residents in
and sailed past
Airspace.
many solar systems, making fascinating discoveries along the way, like the bacteria that are now responsible for our energy supply, or the mineral samples we took from planets along the way that allow us to build new materials. We had difficulties to deal with too, such as surprise asteroid fields, periods of hopelessness, and the unpleasant albeit brief alien infestation.
What? Oh.
And of course, 120 years after launch, our last message from our beloved Earth in its final moments. After 200 years, we finally arrived at our destination, only to find that the promising, watery planet contained no habitable landmass and dense, toxic gases in the atmosphere. Hardly the second Earth we had hoped for. It wasn't long into our new search that the solar winds came. Maybe our ancestors couldn't have possibly known, or maybe they could, that they would cause our ship to crash, just like Icarus, but with worse luck. Either way, we can be thankful for a soft landing and good waterproofing.
Wasn't that a wild ride, huh?
Oh my
We've
gosh.
achieved so much aboard the Fedora, but we've never stopped thinking big. We had the idea to make sure we weren't missing out on anything going on outside. We're in a whole new galaxy, so we should be listening to see what the local news is. So we hatched a new plan. A state-of-the-art, deep space radio buoy capable of keeping itself afloat and slowly circumnavigating our watery new home while scanning for signals and interesting cosmic gossip. And, wait for it, yes, we're delighted to announce it's floating to the surface right now. That's right, the buoy will be in position in another few hours. Big congratulations and thanks to All Water for making this possible. I'm excited to see what we pick up.
I like that the screen goes up before the projection has stopped.
That was some announcement, huh?
Sure. Makes for some nice gossip. But I think they should fix the tube system or upgrade the TVs, eh? For this fancy boy drama, eh?
Yeah, that'd be nice. What if there really is nothing else out there?
Exactamundo. We should be focusing on inner space before outer, huh?
Yeah, man. Speaking of inner space, I hope the tickets are working again tomorrow.
Que claro. At least I brought some homework to mark. Those bambinos will forget everything at this
Oh,
rate.
you're a teacher.
And you've got your trusty couch.
Yep. We've gotten to know each
I
other
mean,
well.
you were already pretty sexy, but now you're a
I'm gonna get
teacher?
some sleep. Buona notte, Chris.
Buona notte, Harold.
Fantastic. We have all the plants in the fedora.
And we've maintained...
Get some plants? Come and increase the green in your life. Come to Plantastic.
I like the art there.
Finest potions. Potions for...
I also liked that we've maintained multilingualism. Time to sleep. I do declare it's snoozing time. I wish my bed wasn't right below Moreau's lab. She's such a noisy night owl sometimes. Okay, well, let's go to bed. Oop, wait, nope, sorry. That's level. We're going back to the lab quarters. Well, lab and...
Please remember, the all-water tube system will shortly be closing for the night. Get snug, not stranded.
I find it fascinating. Okay, first off, this is still here. I'll put you away. How about that? I find it fascinating, of course, that capitalism still managed to survive. So far the plot is we're on this large, huge, like, city spaceship. We've only just learned is like submerged. I mean, we could tell it was submerged. We've only just learned how we came to be here. We are Harold, who kind of doesn't seem like he fits in. He started the game because he had a fine on his transit account that he had to deal with. And right now we're kind of just like a lab assistant. We've met somebody in the lounge who's a teacher, but we haven't really seen much in the way of anybody else. It's like, okay, how did people get their jobs? What do people do? We've met the evil corporation. Well, I mean, evil,
Oh boy, what a day. Here's hoping tomorrow's a bit more relaxed. I could do with a day off. All this running back and forth for people is tiring, man. But, Agent Harrelson, that's what they pay you for. Don't let us down now.
Video game characters don't even bother taking their clothes off to go to sleep. Like, that's how tired you are. 18251 AC. Oh, after crash. So day 18,251 after the crash. Yeah, that screwdriver might have hurt. Sorry, my allergies are acting up. And we now know that what they recently did was they recently sent up a buoy to see, you know, I guess it's now their version of SETI, since we're in a new place. But yeah, as was pointed out when we were watching the all-water history game. Oh, look at the cloth of the stair covers. It's really nice. Games where, well, the plan was that we would move on to a new area and colonize things there. It's just while we were on our way there, the place that we scouted out changed. It's a kind of a great way to start the conflict.
Morning, Harold.
Hello, Professor. What did you think of that announcement?
It was quite fantastically self-aggrandizing.
Yes, it did go on a bit. The buoy seems cool, though.
Indeed. I'm sure it'll make a great source of distraction. Now, if you're quite ready...
Sure. Ready for what?
I made a breakthrough discovery at the Arboretum last night. You remember the last batch of bloomy rocks?
Oh, the really small ones from the last intake? The ones with the strange shapes and the little holes and...
The blue ones, yes. Turns out their surface composition doesn't just give us clues about our immediate aquatic environs. I think they've picked up some influences from outer space as well. Take a look through the microscope.
Space rocks.
Just remind me exactly how that thing works again.
Harold, are you fooling me? This will be the last time I explain it to you, so for once, pay attention. You need to open the hatch first.
Okay, I kind of realize, you know, even though Harold has been marked as a daydreamer, it's also kind of funny because now that I've been watching a lot of anime, when we start as the protagonist in a world like this that has to tell our character how things go, it's almost like we are, you know, we have been like put into this other world. Like, yeah, can you remind me of who that is and how I do this and why that should matter? Thanks.
Now activate the switch next to the board to open the sample shelf.
Oh, that's what that was. The sample shelf. Touch it.
The rock you want is in the container on the lower right. You remember your left and right?
Rude.
Bring it to the microscope and insert it into the pouch.
Okay, I'm also going to change the audio to headphones. So I mean, surround is nice. It's nice to have people in different places, but if they get too far away, then I can't hear them. Oh, this is a big sample. Okay, jeez.
Et voila! Check the microscope, and finally, you'll see what I mean. The one you're looking at now seems to have picked up radiation from our nearest sun.
Space rocks.
There's a particular mark for each time there's been a solar flare.
I can only see one mark?
That's the problem. There isn't enough of a recording on this one. I dated it to roughly 40 BC.
So we need an older one. For...
Exactly. Older ones, ideally. Although I doubt we'll have much luck catching more of them by chance. Oh, yes. We have to figure out when there's going to be a gap between flares. Flares cause the solar winds. A gap between solar storms is our only
Okay,
window for
smart.
leaving this
That's
place.
really smart.
I need you to look into this, Harold. If anyone on board has an older rock, we need it procured. Yes?
But if we're not going to be able to catch one, where am I supposed to start looking?
You could start at Tommy's store. You and I both know that guy somehow gets hold of whatever those filter stations spit out, and then sells them at an outrageous markup.
Good evening, Jean.
How'd you get in
Nice
here?
to see you, Bridget.
Is the sample in the microscope? I'm really curious to inspect it.
Yes, you definitely should.
The heck? Okay, so now we're trying to get a blue rock so that we actually I'm going to talk to you. We're trying to get another blue rock so we can see and detect the timing between the solar flares, because it was a solar flare that knocked our ship into the water. So she's saying if there's another one, maybe it's our chance to get out of here.
So...
Dare I ask, what is it?
Oh, no, it's okay. We know what we need to do.
It's okay. I'll be off.
Be good, Harold.
Let's talk to you.
Hey.
Hey, you're the professor's assistant, Jeremy, right?
Wow.
Yes, but no. I'm Harold Halibut. I interned in your section for about a year.
Oh, goodness, you're a microwave boy.
Oh, no.
So, you do remember me.
Yes, how could I forget that debacle? Actually, I've just met with your professor.
Is everything okay?
Not entirely, but I probably shouldn't be telling you.
Okay, I'll...
But I suppose if Moreau trusts you, I'm a bit worried about our ship's energy reserves. I thought I'd talk to your boss about it. She's the smartest person on board, isn't she?
Reserves? Are we in some kind of trouble?
Reserves?
Oh.
Are we in some kind of trouble?
Now I've said too much. Ask Moreau. Perhaps she'll tell you more.
Okay, I do appreciate the fact that what the thing says I'm going to say is what Harold says.
Did you guys talk about the bloomy rocks at all?
Thank you.
Moreau said I should maybe check with your husband.
As a matter of fact, we did. As for my husband, you'll have to ask him, which is more than I've been able to do the past few days.
Oh.
Knowing that infuriating rock collection, I'm sure he'll find you something. He's a sweetheart, really, you know? Go ask him.
See you later.
Bye, Richard.
Wow. Harold. Our name is Harold. Okay. So, our to-do is search for the blue rock. Moreau wants me to go to Tommy's General Store at the Agora Arcades and ask if he has an old blue rock in his stash. Hopefully we can get to the arcade now because our transit account...
Harold, when you see Cyrus, could you give him a message for me?
Sure thing, Professor.
Just ask him, how are the details coming along?
Okay. I will ask him, but,
Yes, I know. I could ask him myself, but didn't you stop to wonder why I don't want to?
I just did stop to wonder.
It's complicated, okay? We go back a long way and don't always see eye to eye, especially on matters of categorization, nomenclature, and subsequent archiving methodology. Not that he ever saw fit to delineate his preferred...
You know
Don't mind me,
what?
Harold. I just mean, Cyrus has his stubborn phases, and I just can't talk to him when he's in one.
Okay, say no more. Your message is safe with me.
Actually, Harold... No,
Oh.
it's okay. Nothing.
Um,
Run along now.
That's not ominous. Okay. All right. We're just gonna go down to level 1. Oh, sorry. And talk to Cyrus. And try and ignore that maybe something weird's going on between him and the professor. And Cyrus is not here. Okay. I guess we'll just go to the arcades. I'm already very intrigued. Like, I'm not even sure I understand completely yet how mysterious the mystery is going to be, but I'm very intrigued. All right, Agora Arcades.
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day. You may now exit the tube.
Utterly unconcerned for your own safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard for the future of humanity.
Harold, good timing. You can explain things to the Major, can't you?
Harold, come here and explain things.
What?
And yourself.
What?
Major, I'm just passing through. I really don't know what this is about. Hi, Felix.
So you're not here to make excuses for this diminutive delinquent?
Hey, I'm not diminutive. I've just got longer to live than you.
Damn.
And Harold, tell him about our plan.
Harold! I thought I told you to stay out of trouble. I should have known you'd be wrapped up in this.
I don't know what's going
I'm not
on.
in trouble. There is no plan.
Are you questioning?
I will say that was timed. We had to decide to make a response quickly.
What? No, Major.
If I find out you're a bad influence on young Felix here...
Not me, Major. Whatever Felix did, I'm sure it was meant innocently.
And how would you know about that? Unless you're in league with him.
I mean, if you just relax.
Relax? Harold, you're really starting to tweak my beak.
But what did Felix do anyway?
Utterly unconcerned for his own safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard.
Anyway, Major, under whose jurisdiction is Harold in trouble?
Mine! I'm the law here. Felix, will you be a witness to this?
Wait, what's even happening now?
And can you testify to Harold's involvement?
only if he's willing to testify to mine.
Harold, tell the truth now. It'll be easier in the long run.
I literally don't know what's going
I
on.
haven't witnessed anything to testify.
Damn it! Then the case is in danger of falling apart.
I'm sure Felix's parents will deal with this.
Good point. They should really be present while you question me, Major. I'm only a minor.
Don't you throw the book at me, son. Where are they anyway?
I don't know. And good luck finding them.
Oh no, Felix, have you lost them?
Harold, leave this to the professionals. Felix, do you mean to tell me you've neglected to file a missing person or persons report?
Shouldn't we look for them?
Don't change the subject.
But
Major, what is the
that
subject?
is the
That's right, Harold. No, you're right.
what is happening right now?
I mean, if you're acting as some kind of heroic big brother figure to this young man, I expect you to be a positive influence.
There's no...
Come on, spit it out, man.
Just leave me alone, Sandstrom. I've got fish to feed.
Okay, Harold, but your fish won't save you if I catch you red-handed. Now, Felix.
Oh.
Where is Felix?
Oh, no. Felix?
Harold, you've lost him. Gah.
Wow, I don't like you. Yes, and you should leave. Just slip with Slippies. Oh, okay. What's going on here? Is there a raffle?
Hello, Mr. Secretary. 8, right?
I'm afraid not. You must be thinking of my brother, Secretary 8. Or Secretary 24, of course.
Are you all...
Sorry. I always get that mixed up. There are just 3 of you, right?
Well now, 3 of us work for Allwater, yes.
Oh, so there's another who doesn't?
Yes, Secretary 8 is the man to ask about that. He remembers it all much better than I do.
Remembers? Okay, sounds serious.
Anyway, I'm neglecting my post. Welcome to the Agora Arcades. Would you like to partake in the monthly all-water raffle bonanza?
Oh, sure. Wait, is it free to enter?
Certainly. The raffle is a generous gesture of frivolity from Allwater to you, the citizens of Fedora.
This is so dystopian. I love it. What are the prizes?
What are the prizes?
Well, there's a long list of luxuries. A plethora of pleasurable prizes.
Nice.
The full list can be perused at your leisure on the Allwater Public Access Forum.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'll just spin her up. Drum roll, please. And... Looks like you were unlucky this time, but that's life. Try again next month.
Thanks. And now we need to speak to Secretary number 8 about their siblings. Wait, is this a revolving? I'm never leaving. This is amazing. The wood paneling, the pattern. Oh, that's good. Oh. A message from John Slippy Jr. Yes, Slippy's double black diamond deals are now on for one day only. Don't sleep on Slippy's exclusive new campaign launch event. Visit Slippy's today. Okay, and our to-do list is search for the Blue Rock, and if we find Cyrus. I don't understand. Why would I need ski equipment if we're... Gertrude's Beer Zone? I'm definitely interested.
Tim, what do you think about the announcement then?
I think it sounds exciting, Alon.
You think everything sounds exciting?
Well, that new boy thing and all. Might give us something new to natter about.
A new boy, Tim? What's it gonna pick up anyway? Alien radio drama?
Not sure, Alon. Maybe we'll get some fancy pictures.
Seems to me be more interesting to go sideways than back up top. You're going sideways, Alon.
Right you are, Zim. It's all this sitting around nattering with you.
Okay, clever.
Hey, Tommy. I don't suppose you'll be back in the shop soon? Or, I mean, I can come back later?
Oh, no. What do you need?
It's just that the professor and I need some sea rocks. I mean, filter rocks from older times that have come from the filters, and I feel like you might have one?
Shh, quiet. Don't be mentioning Filter Frankie. You know that every piece of my inventory is legally obtained or legally found.
Wow.
Right?
Right, sure. That's why I'm here. To legally acquire an item of yours that you may have.
Okay, look and listen here, Longy Long Pants. I shut the store for a reason, you know?
Longy Long Pants.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you Longy Long Pants just then.
You sure you don't want me to come back another time?
It's fine. I'm just feeling sorry for myself. I've got this gut feeling that my beautiful angel wife don't care about me no more.
Oh.
No, I know I'm oversharing again. Tommy, you gotta stop oversharing. Look, kid, either way, I'm not gonna be of any help to you today.
If you're sure.
Yeah, you just caught me on a blue note, that's all. She's been spending so much time with that beautiful chunk of marble. You know, the guy in the silk robe and the flowing locks?
Oh, you worried that the teacher has got your wife. Oh. I mean, I can see why. I get it. I do, but I don't know. It's hard to... Generational ships are always a fascinating sci-fi element to me. Because they expect everything to just remain. They expect people, oh, wow, that's really well done. Oh, the art on the stairwell? That is amazing. Remember, it's all water. But you're on a generational ship, and everybody expects you to just, well, obviously, you're supposed to still meet people, fall in love, have married, have kids, because we need to keep the generations going. Nobody ever processes, well, what if we don't stay in love? What if we don't want to hook up? What if we don't want any of this?
You're cool. So be cool all of the time with my patented Consta-Cool fabrics. So you see, that's the Slippy difference. And if you just watch this exciting infomercial, Harold, if it isn't my favorite multi-maintenance man. Wait, are you sure I can't interest you in... Oh, never mind.
Hello. How's business?
You're an everyman, right? I've made a new ad, and I need your opinion. I mean, I think it's great, but maybe it's too high concept.
Oh, well, I'm not really qualified to...
Nonsense. Just watch.
I was trying to read a book in the comfort of my own home, but my own home wasn't comfortable. It was too hot to concentrate. Will I ever be able to read to my children or enjoy the adventures of the Fedora 4 from my armchair again?
Why, yes, of course you will. With my patented, tried and tested aircon system, you'll always be able to keep your brain, books, and body sweat-free and as cool as Jimson Jameson himself. Please note, Slippy's aircon system is not officially endorsed by the creators of the Fedora 4 or their likenesses.
Sometimes I just can't get cozy. How's a man supposed to look after his family with cold arms? My family are depending on me. What am I going to do?
Clad yourself in one of our triple insulating cozy jackets and matching thermal underwear, of course. You know what they say, warm hands, warm hearts. Slippy's means heritage. I'm the latest in a long tradition of winter sports enthusiasts. Slipmires throughout history have kept everyone from royalty to the common man warm and cozy in their pursuits of the great outdoors. Slippies means social responsibility. The Schlipmeyers were one of the most generous sponsors of the Fedora 1 project, giving back to the people, sharing their knowledge of insulation technologies and considerable wealth to keep humanity warm and cozy among the stars. Remember, you deserve to live and work at whatever temperature is right for you. With over 200 years of expertise, you can bet the weather forecast shows slippies across the board. Come in out of the cold and into Slippies. Slippies. Heat protection so good, it'll be a cold day in hell.
What?
Well, what did you think?
That was our options. It was slick, like you. What did I just watch exactly? Please just let me leave. We're going to go with this one to get out of here. It was slick, like you. Also, knowing that Slippies is the descendants of Schlipmeyers, people who were a major capital in the Fedora project, is interesting.
There were lots of things, and...
Great! So glad you agree. And while you're here...
I was just going...
Ah, come on. You can't go without testing my new half-pipe experience. It's new and improved by a little modification to my patented aircon system that I'm calling the Freezer!
Is that... do I have to...
I'm glad you asked. It combines precise atmospheric condition synthesis with the ski sim to recreate the most lifelike experience of skiing you can dream of.
That sounds... wait. Me? Skiing? But I don't...
Nonsense. I'm sure you're a natural. Now let's get you strapped in.
This is not good. So their company makes air conditioners, but also makes insulated thermal clothing. So they're going to make sure that no matter what, you're going to pay them for something. Oh, look at me! I'm shushing. I'm on the slopes. I'm shushing. Oh, okay.
Oh, Harold, you were really blown away by it, huh? First time's the hardest. It's all downhill from there. I guess I'm Slippy by name, but you're Slippy by nature.
I guess so.
I'm gonna punch you.
I'd really better go now.
Sure, but just so you know, I run a pretty generous referral scheme.
Oh no. No. Nope.
Okay, Harold.
Nope.
Be skiing ya.
No. And especially not a referral program. That... unbelievable. And it only goes like okay, we're gonna leave so that I can say hello and welcome on in, Raiders. I hope that you are doing well. We are in the middle of playing Harold Halibut, which is an amazingly crafted, like, I am still blown away by how they're doing things and the art. An amazingly crafted kind of stop motion. Okay, we saw this symbol in the all-water office. No, sorry, in the tube station. Oh my gosh, I just got that. It was a tube station. Because tubes. Who's the... is that a frog? I don't know. Okay. Let's take a pause right here, because it has been a work day and I appreciate this sign so much. But yeah, thank you very much for bringing your folks over. I hope that you were having fun, and I think you were playing Final Fantasy Rebirth. But yeah, let me hop over here. It could be an alien, because that's who we expected to find among the stars. But let me go over here to say hi and welcome, and thank you, Raiders, for coming over. I appreciate you. So let's do this. It is oddly a chill, almost vaporwave kind of vibe. The game with this kind of access, it's like, okay. Let's see here. All right, probably another minute on that ad. Excuse me. And then we'll talk to who I assume is a very friendly bartender. Or perhaps not. They haven't really discussed, like, you know, we've seen quite a few people, but what do they do for money? How do they trade goods and how do they produce things? It seems like their entire economy now is using what's under the water, so I see a lot of fish everywhere. But how does this person down here, like how's this guy make clothing? How do y'all make alcohol? How do you do any of this? It also gives the impression of a mall that has existed for hundreds of years and will not be changing anytime soon. Okay, so hopefully the ads are done. I really do like the way they've done this neon sign, though. That is very pretty. Okay, so there's our bartender. Are you anybody? No, all right.
Hello.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the fish hut. Sample a homegrown fedora fish or a freshwater catch of the day.
What's the catch of the day today?
Today, we have the great spotted super grouper.
Sounds tasty. Just out of interest, is that a native fish?
Hard to tell, man. You know, a few of the ship's fish escaped during the crash. So we don't know if they thrive in the ocean or even intermingle with native species. But we can guarantee that fresh super grouper taste you know and love.
Okay. Okay, there is us at Slippy's, and there is the fish hut, which we're now not sure if this is a native fish that we brought with us or a fish that intermingled. That accent was interesting, but based on the hair and then Harold's drawing, I'm guessing that, yeah, like, they really did have a multicultural amount of people on the ship. Oh, there's something coming soon. It's good to know business is thriving. Okay. So his shop is closed, so there's really no point in being down here except to learn about what else is going on. Potions, and magic. Okay. The general store, which is closed because we saw Tommy at the bar. Soap, kelp, pop, buns. Oh, I think, is that rock? That rock is probably the one we want.
There's the blue rock, the bane of my day. Where's Tommy when you need him?
So we found the rock. And then this is Intercom Oasis. Mecha Cosmo ROM Neurobit. Oh, it's an actual arcade. Intercom Oasis. No skirmish, 4 hours max. I'm not sure what that says, and then says no birds.
Oh, hey, Rafi.
Harold.
Is everything okay?
The tube route to the school in the social district is out.
Oh, right. Makes sense. Annoying.
That's not what's annoying.
Oh?
Kids. Everywhere. All the time. No school means no peace. They're just hanging around, taking space, playing all the arcades.
Oh dear.
Hey, Gender Meowster, welcome
Isn't
on
that
in.
what this place is for? Kind of? Oh, I see. Good luck.
That was very much like a, look, I know I work in an arcade, but that doesn't mean I actually want people to be in here. There's Raffi, who wears a smile face, but then has a sour disposition. Taking space and playing the arcades. Yeah, right. Rapid Fly Zone Force. Oh, what? Oh, we can actually play the game. I am bad at this game. Doppeldecker 3. It also has inverted flight controls, so I'm very much like, what are you doing? What's going on? There's probably achievements if you get like a good score. Oh, there's balloons up there? Oops. Okay. Can you play Doppeldecker 3 without having played the first two? I don't know, because you may miss out on the rich storytelling. Okay, so oh nope. And they're taking up the other one. Oh no, wait, hold on. I'm trying to get that one. There we go.
Hey there.
The name is Eve, not there.
Wow.
Sorry, Eve.
Can I help you, mister?
No, just came to visit Rafi. What you playing?
Oh, some game. I'd rather be reading, but here we are.
What do you like to read?
Anything really, you know. At the moment, hegemony and the pan-liberalism agenda of agnostic psychopolitic, mostly.
What?
That's a book?
Yes. Say, did you know Captain at Large Baronhout holds the high score in this game?
No. That's cool. I always wondered what those initials at the top of the leaderboard meant.
Yeah. Well, see ya.
Yeah, sounds like that's going to come up later. Okay. Oh no, they painted a yellow line where the exit is. I hope that doesn't break my immersion.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Harold.
Oh, you're the postman.
How about that announcement, eh?
Yeah, it was really something.
It sure was. I try not to busy myself with those kinds of affairs. I'm just happy you're joining in for the station jog.
The jog? I was only...
Chris promised me he'd be here any minute.
Oh, Chris is here.
Now we've really got a jog team on our hands.
I think I'll pass.
No one's forcing you, Harold. But why don't you keep me company until Chris arrives?
Okay, that I can do. How's the post today?
Ah, it's a bit slow, what with the tube to the utility district being out, so I can't really work. Not working makes me so restless.
I hope it's back soon. Good thing you have the arcades to jog around.
Yep, and Chris can't get to the school for the same reason. So at least we'll have plenty of time to work out together. That young man is almost as fit as me.
Why do I feel like I'm the odd one out? Oh, hey,
Chris. Damn.
Last to arrive, first to finish. That's my motto.
Harold, won't you stay? The jog team won't be the same without you.
Yeah, venga, Harold. You can't leave now, I just got here. Jog team, jog team, jog team.
I'd love to, but I really must be going.
Okay. Go Jock Team.
Come on.
Wait, what? Hey, that is.
Guys. Guys.
Bye then, I guess. Are you seriousing me?
I was fit.
Yeah, we all think that.
Go on. Without me.
Good show,
What the heck?
How's everyone feeling?
I think there was a new personal best for me.
Fine. Fine. Thanks, buddy. How'd you both keep so fit?
Oh, you know me, Harold. I've been running around this station for years. Gotta keep up my reputation for same-day service after all.
Healthy body, healthy mind. That's what keeps me going. Gotta set a good example for those lazy students of mine, too.
Have you got any tips?
Just keep on moving, Harold. You never know when you'll have to slow down. So keep going while you can.
Okay, that was a little bleak, but also, I have to admit, it's the kind of same thing that I say. We also haven't seen him training anyone to be his replacement yet, so I don't know about that. I'm going to start this conversation, and then I'm going to boop to the kitchen so I can put some chicken in the oven. So I'll start this, and pardon me.
Oh, Onat.
Hey, how is it going, Harold?
Not too shabby, thanks. How about you?
I'm super, actually. I found a book.
Oh, cool. What kind of book?
It was just discovered. A book written on Earth. Nobody on the station has read it yet, apart from me.
Wow, what's it about?
Stick around and you'll find out. My newest performance piece is a reading of it.
Oh, nice. Which part?
All of it, Harold, all of it. Without interruption. It's gonna be a wild ride, so buckle up.
Wow, okay. Good luck.
Performance art. Okay. All right. I do wonder, you know, alien traveler about. So this is the postman who has same-day service around the station. But this is a generational ship, so at some point someone's going to have to take over, I think. Okay, so we need to check on Bridget. Tommy refuses to open the general store because of relations to stuff with Bridget. Maybe I should go to the energy district and see if there's anything I can help her with. Which is good because Cyrus is also in the energy district. And then Secretary number 17 told me about a mysterious fourth brother. And then number 8 might be willing to tell me more. Also, we now have art of Harold basically dying from trying to keep up with Jog Club. Oh, we have a message. Someone put graffiti on the wall. It's an eyesore. Please keep it off. Please clean it off. So now we have a new task, don't we? Clean up the graffiti off the wall of her lab. Okay. Let's go to the energy district first. Are these, does it matter which one I go into? Oh, I can only go into the one with the yellow line. Again, breaking my immersion, these darn yellow lines. Let's go to the energy district.
Destination determined. Now, relax with all water.
How do we come up with... At what point, like...
You're here. Thank you for choosing all water tubes.
Close your eyes. Inspecting.
Oh.
Inspecting. Inspecting. No contaminants detected. Procedure will begin in 3, 2. Please halt for your contaminant inspection.
Are we good?
Please halt for your exit disinfection.
I'm gonna
Do
go.
not try to taste the disinfectant.
I'm gonna go. I think somebody might need to go fix the mister. Okay. Subreg Vandevart. Oh. Oh. Can I, like, from out here see what's going on? Am I eavesdropping?
Oh, there's Bridget. And Chris.
Chris, how'd you...
What are they doing in there? I can't hear them, but maybe I can lip read.
Maybe
it seems like Bridget
you
is
should
pretty
just
excited about
go
something.
talk to them.
It looks like she's saying...
Wait, these are not even close to each other if we're reading lips. I don't... It's unacceptable?
It's unacceptable. Tommy would realize...
No, I think because we talked to Tommy and got the idea that he's probably cheating that she's cheating, is now Harold's like, what? Okay.
It's just not worth the risk. Ooh, Chris is replying. Let's see.
Why is there an option? It's totally worth... I mean, look, it's Chris, so...
It's totally worth any risk. Anyway, we should get back before people...
Like, they're not even speaking that slowly.
Pretty mysterious.
That's
now
not...
I wish I'd never skipped those lip reading classes.
Thank you. Okay, first off, why are there lip reading classes? We're just going to go in and talk to them. We're just going to go talk to them. We're not allowed to talk to them. Okay. Let's find... hello, Cyrus.
Hello, Cy. How's it going?
Oh, it's been tough, Harold. Every detail has a detail. It's like this filigreed. Oh, it's good you're here, actually.
Yeah? What do you need?
Well, I'm having a bit of difficulty with a 3D printer. It's leaving gaps everywhere.
Oh, okay. Shall I take a look?
Yes, please. But I hope you're better with technology than you are with the ladies.
The hell?
I hope so, too.
Anyway, see if you and your screwdriver can get this printer its third dimension back.
Okay, is everyone going to have us want to punch them today, or is that just me? Alright, that's the overlay projector. Nice.
You have to undo the screws first to remove the front panel.
Just let them drop. It's fine. Do we need that? I'm sorry, how many screws? All of them? Okay. It's a lot of screws. Like, this is a lot of screws. I like how our hand is doing the very weird. All right, fine. Just. Okay, it looks like we might be able to get this panel off faster. No? All right. My goodness.
I think you're not
Amazing. If you've ever watched any...
keep going.
If you've ever watched people on YouTube who do like, oh, I'm trying to clean the, you know, like they're cleaning old peripherals and devices, and to see them do the constant like, you know, unscrew, and just put them all away in buckets. It bothers me that we're not putting these in their own little buckets and cups, but okay.
Now, you see that hole?
Yeah. I'm not touching that. I'm also taking off all these panels because I can. What you want me to stick? Hell, I have as a screwdriver, friend. I'm not sticking that in there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Harold. I couldn't resist.
Ow! Ow! Sai, was the printer even broken?
Maybe.
What the heck, my dude?
I discovered this little trick the hard way.
Ow! Why didn't you just fix it then?
Well, where would the fun have been in that?
I'm not sure I like your idea of fun.
Funny. Sunny says the same thing to me. But I guess she didn't like your idea of fun either, eh?
Ow.
Think of it as a wake-up call, Harold. Yeah, a little extra juice.
Oh, that reminds me. Moreau asked me to ask you, how are the details coming along?
Oh, thanks, Harold. Just like her to ask that.
Huh. Is it? Anyway.
I don't know what's going
next
on.
Time, Sai.
I don't know what's going on, but Cyrus is an asshole who I also suspect may be dating our ex now. Or at the very least was reminding us that we are no longer dating our ex. Oh, I like our art about the 3D printers shocking us. That's nice. Okay, so we need to reconnect with Tommy. Yeah, you're a butt. Can I punch you? I'm starting to wonder.
Harold,
I mean,
one more thing.
What is it, Sai?
Could you take Moreau a message?
I suppose. Is it just gonna be like hers?
No, nothing like that. It's something definitely unrelated.
So, what's the message?
Oh, okay, fine. You got me. Happy? Just tell her procedure smeecher and that she puts the YRU in Cyrus.
I don't know that's such a good idea. I mean, what is this whole thing about exactly anyway?
She started it.
Are y'all banging?
Back in the days, we were both part of the archive club. She was always so darn keen to throw away all the rules and invent new archiving procedures.
New
Healthy
archiving
distress for
procedures.
calcified mental models. But all it did was stop us ever getting anything done.
So, you disagreed about archiving?
Precisely. But it was fundamental. I mean, we respected each other's work, but there was this deep difference. And I guess neither of us was willing to budge.
So, what did you decide about the archives?
That's not important anymore. Come on, man. Sometimes you don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Okay. So, no message for her?
Just tell her I say hi. She'll know what I mean.
Okay. Catch you later, Sai.
I feel like I need Rogan, if they're available, as the expert on debating archival procedures and rules. Okay, so we think that we actually don't know what happened between the two of them, and I'm really...
Please halt for your continuous inspection.
No. Bye. Bye. Okay, let's go back to the arcades.
Journey commencing. All water thanking you. Thank you for traveling with all water.
See, when you try shenanigans, you get shenanabanned. That's what happens around here. Alright, let's go tell Tommy that we... There's a little bit of choice, however...
You know about Filter Frankie?
Filter Frankie?
Yeah, Frankie, who likes filters. Hence, Filter Frankie.
Right. Well, I heard he's always mucking about in the filters, digging up all sorts that he sells to Tommy.
What I want to know is, why doesn't anyone just go down there and find stuff?
You ever been down to filters, Alon?
Nah, you?
I got shown him once. Not very appealing, and technically off limits.
Well then, there we go.
Who you reckon he or indeed she is then?
Well, we can probably surmise he, or indeed she, isn't really called Frankie.
Solid reasoning, Alon.
So my guess is, he or she could be anyone.
Could be you, Alon.
Could be use him.
Aye. Then, there would we be?
Down the filters, most like.
Aye. Good thing we're not down to filters. I'm just getting comfy.
You are, it's interesting. You have some choices that you can make. Since this is my first time playing through, I'm not sure if the choices that we make actually have a difference on what the dialogue and the story tree is going to do after that. But a bit of it is, you know, we're kind of playing through this developer's interpretation of this story. So yeah.
I was looking for Mrs. Vandervaart, and she was at the harvest office.
Vandervaart.
Non-news. It's her office. Where else would she be?
I know, but it's more who was there with her that I thought, you know, I should mention.
What? Who was she with?
It looked totally professional. I
Harold.
didn't see anything bad. Just Senor Tenenbaum.
What? What's he doing in her office? There's no way he knows enough about energy. If I still had my own hair, it would never have come to this.
Tommy, I'm sure it's not like that.
You don't understand, Harold, what it's like to get old. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna take this lying down.
Tommy, I don't think you should, get angry.
And you're in on this with me now, Harold.
No.
You did the right thing.
No,
bringing
no,
this to me.
no, no,
I'm really sure
no.
it's nothing, just a lunch chat.
I've just been so busy working on this damned store sign, thinking Bridget would love the ambition, you know? See me as a real go-getter again. But maybe this whole time I should have been showing her signs of my love.
Well,
I'll bet she knows you.
You're absolutely right. We'll modify the sign. Tonight. Make it into a great big sparkly neon proclamation of my, nay, our love.
I don't love
she won't be able to
Bridget.
miss.
That's the what?
A sign to blind that glossy-maned Casanova.
You leave Chris out of this.
I'm not
Chris
sure
is hot.
that's the sign.
Don't doubt it, Harold. This is gonna work. I just feel it. You're in, right? Will you help me save our love?
Oh my gosh.
Knew I could count on you. Let's get to work.
I'm not doing the. No. Are we? Is this happening right now? Really? So your big idea for a sign was T plus B, Tommy and Bridget?
Freshen up a little. Might even put on a different outfit now that I think of it. Will you go and look for Bridget for me?
But I...
My dear Bridget, I'm sorry we haven't been able to spend much time together recently. So I get how you might be attracted to the man-machine with the flowing looks of an angel that you call your friend. But I do beg you to give me another chance. Please, Bridget, will you let me back into your heart and take this monument to our love as a sign of my great affection?
Tommy, of course I love you, and I would never betray you. I just wanted to give you some space. I saw you working so hard on your new sign, and I just wasn't allowed to tell you.
Couldn't tell me what?
Right,
Oh,
energy.
what the heck? The ship's facing some issues with the energy budget.
So-
I knew you would need a lot of light for your sign, and I just wasn't allowed to tell you.
Ha! No way we've got an energy problem here.
Oops.
That was it? No helping Tinnerbomb with his spray tan?
That was it. No spray tan.
I'm so sorry, Buttercupsy. I love you.
I love you.
Welcome in, Raiders. Hello. I hope that you are doing well. We are... Hey, that's not fair. I get to raid you. How dare you raid me?
Help, Harold. I
How
was hoping you'd
dare
accept
you?
this stone as a thank you.
Oh, no.
The stone is
I
gone.
won't be happy to hear about this.
Task. Blue rock. Stolen. Okay, so... This has gotten wild. Okay. Sorry. to do. Blue rock stolen. Inform Moreau. I wish it didn't have to be me, but someone has got to tell Moreau that the blue rock is gone. Yes, take care. I know you got pulled into other work, so yes, thank you for bringing your folks over. I will take good care of them. That, or I will turn them all against you. One or the other. Really, I'll flip a coin. We'll see how it goes. Take care. Hey, Tanya, welcome on in. I don't want to deal with the, I don't want to deal with y'all. This cop is annoying as heck, but alright.
Major?
Harold, if it transpires you had anything to do with this wanton violation of code 7887, then so...
No. I want to find the rock more than anyone.
Say I believe you. Can you think of anything that might help us find the culprits?
I'm sorry, Major. I'll let you know if I think of anything.
See that you do. That missing rock is a stain on my sheet of justice.
I will. Bye, Major.
Be good, Harold.
It's also really hard not to think of, which may have been some inspiration, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, when you have these security officers who've been on a ship, like traveling forever. So anything happens and they're immediately like, I need to do something. This is my only job.
Harold, listen, about the rock, I'm really sorry it's gone. You know, I would have loved for you to have it.
It's okay, Tommy. It wasn't your fault.
I just feel bad, you know? I was so wrapped up in my own stuff.
Yeah, you were.
I don't know.
Thanks, Tommy. Maybe it'll turn up. I'm just glad you and Bridget made up.
Thanks, Harold. You're a swell guy. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Let you know if I hear anything.
Thanks, Tommy.
Okay, my stomach, now that it smells the food in the oven, my stomach is like, arr, 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 arr. But yeah, we are playing Harold Halibut, which is out today on PC, Steam, Game Pass, and PlayStation. And it is, it's stop motion, it's made models, so far it's an interesting story, but I feel like we are getting a little bit swept along with the story.
Bridget?
Harold, how are you doing?
You know, same old.
Yep, same old here too.
Energy issues?
You heard that, Mr. Busy Ears?
You literally told me.
Yes. I mean, we've always got to be careful and efficient. And, you know, this isn't public, but I want to be extra careful right now until we figure out what's going on.
You already told
Is the
me.
station using more energy than it used to?
Well, yeah, especially the transportation system.
And the damn tubes or tickets never work and just get more expensive all the time anyway.
Right.
How are you making money? Are you literally, again, is it like, are you just paying each other with fish? How are you, okay, so why don't we reduce the tube transportation system?
Remind me why we can't just reduce the transport system?
Huh, I ask myself the same thing. Every time we add some new upgrade or expand it, it eats up more energy. Our production process doesn't get any more efficient. Plus, when we held an anonymous vote about it, the majority of Fedorans said they'd rather have more transport now rather than more energy later. So...
Did they not understand how it works? Yeah, no, we don't want to worry about having energy later so long as I can get where I'm going now. That's the future generation's problem.
You know, I'm not sure I've ever understood exactly how the energy process works.
Gosh, why are you asking me this now? It's not exactly a line answer. Look, if you really want to know, swing by the Energy Harvest office sometime and I'll break it down for you.
I'd better go.
Is it fish?
Thanks, Bridget.
See you, Harold.
Are you converting fish into energy? Is it people? Are you converting people into energy? I mean, it's a generation ship. You gotta have a lot of old people somewhere. Okay, do you know anything? No? Alright. I'm not talking to you again because you're weird. Okay, so both of these are going back to Moreau, so we're gonna go back to Moreau in the laboratory district. Oh no, what do you want?
Harold, got you a message.
Oh, thank you, Miss...
Zoodle, pleased to make your acquaintance.
Really?
So, it's from Felix.
He says there's something he wants to show you and to expect a secret message soon.
Oh, what? Why? I mean, and why couldn't he just have said that to me himself?
I don't know. Go ask him. My work here is done. Laters, mister.
Thanks.
Okay. And of course, if you're a certain type of person, you'd immediately see that and see a character that has blue hair, assume they have pronouns, and decide that you're not going to play this game. Which is good, because that means more game for the rest of us. Alright, so we're going to go back to the lab district.
All water.
These two, like, so you're taking, like, am I going with the water, or are you removing the water so I can go, like...
We know you enjoyed traveling with all water. You're welcome.
Ugh. I just feel like we're wet all the time and no one's talking about it. Okay, so we're going to go to the lab. Oh, okay, so there is a faction that is sending around messages. And I think this is one of them.
Graffiti. What good is asking where is home anyway? Where else are we gonna go? Could they just leave some notes around? I wonder if this is the Lightkeepers again, or just someone copying their style. Will they ever reveal themselves?
So because our ship crashed here, I think 15,000 days ago, oh, are we actually cleaning? Oh, we are. There's a faction that keeps kind of sending notes and doesn't believe in the major corporation's propaganda, because of course there's a major corporation that has propaganda. And the ship was going through space. It was a generation style colony ship, and it didn't get knocked off of its course, but the place that they were eventually planning to go, as is similar with many, hey, we're going to send this colony ship halfway across the galaxy. When they got there, it wasn't exactly what they'd been expecting, and they're making the best of it. So there was no like land mass for them to land on. Instead, it was completely covered in water. There was a solar. I missed a spot though. All right, fine. Solar flares hit the ship. The ship went underwater, so that's where they've been. So they've been basically for 15 or 18,000 days. They have been, yeah, that's going to bother me a lot, but I guess that's a good enough job. So they adapt. Ah, god damn.
Please remember, the all-water tube system will shortly be closing for the night. Get snug, not stranded.
Okay, if I actually lived on this ship every night and that happened when the lights went out, I would freak out just like that. Hey, Professor, I got some bad news for you. Also, what is this goo?
Professor, you're not going to believe this.
Why does that not surprise me?
The blue rock. It's gone.
You found it? You lost it?
It was stolen from Tommy's store.
This is utterly vexatious, Harold.
Nice word.
I know. Oh, and I also got a message from Cyrus for you.
Out with it, then.
He says, hi.
Hi? Just hi?
Yeah, just that. He said you'd know what it means.
He's a sly one sometimes. I'll give him that. Stubborn as a mule.
What's a mule?
Oh, don't start, Harold. I've got to think of a comeback. I mean, get some important work done.
What should we do?
We? I need time to think.
Wow.
Madam CEO, you're going to want to hear this.
I'm listening.
It's the new buoy, Mom. It's picked up a signal that we have reason to believe originates from Earth.
Earth? Have you reverse dated the transmission?
We have. It was sent in 2102.
So 126 years after we left. Things would have been pretty rock bottom back there by then. Let's hear what was important enough for them to call after us. Maybe it was their final farewell, huh? I hope it's nothing too awkward.
Okay, I'll send a copy via...
Well, just play it to me. I've got a 1205.
But Mom, it's only 10...
And one of those.
Okay, playing back now.
This is Earth. Earth to the Fedora. We sure hope you're all okay, whomever is still out there. We're not quite sure how to tell you this.
Johnston! Cut the damn line! What? Oh, fudge.
Professor? You hear that
Oh,
strange
no.
message?
It was hard to miss.
It's the first message from Earth. Ever?
Certainly in my lifetime, at least. I wonder, what kind of message would a dying civilization speculatively send to a ship that can never return?
What do you think it means?
It means that the fact Allwater haven't shared it publicly yet means they're thinking about how to turn it to their advantage.
What if it's not the first message?
Don't be paranoid, Harold. What reason or authority would they have for keeping messages from us? Still, even if they had planned to share it immediately, they look suspicious now.
Gosh, that message could be anything. Maybe they've got information for us about our mission.
Well, what could that information be? If we presuppose...
For those of you out there who don't know what that is, that's a telephone.
Yes? Oh, it's you. Yes? No. Indubitably. Fine. What? 15%? Out of the question. Okay, sure. See you shortly. Harold, I want you to come with me.
Huh? To where? What? Who was that?
Why? It was the CEO of Allwater Corp, of course, asking me to jump.
What for? How high?
Indeed, Harold, indeed. Well, unfortunately for my bath, she was adamant we went there immediately. She even unlocked our tube tickets for emergency night travel.
But why? What does she want with us?
Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? Come on, let's not keep Her Highness waiting.
So they got a message from Earth that they thought was doomed.
Crisis control. We need to get out there ahead of the turn in public sentiment. First move advantage and get this working for us, not against us. Yes, come in. Now, as you both know, time is of the essence. Sorry, where are my manners? Would either of you like something to drink?
I suppose I might like a coffee.
There's really no time for coffee. Time is of the essence.
Well then...
Professor, would you like to sit?
No, thank you. I prefer to stand.
What is going on?
A woman of action, I love that. Anyway, we must act. Due to the unfortunate Communique incident, we've been forced to move up the schedule. It's imperative we deliver some good news about the start procedure.
I suppose that wouldn't hurt.
To that effect, Professor. And, you there. I'll need you to supervise Cyrus directly. We can't afford for any unforeseen delays.
Cyrus, he works best undisturbed. The man is a stubborn buffoon, but there's no doubting his thoroughness.
Professor, please. It would do this old heart good to know that you were keeping a watchful eye on him. Or maybe your, protege here could do it.
I'll hang out with, watch Psy, sure.
If it makes you happy, Madame CEO, we'll make sure Cyrus delivers.
Great. Music to my ears. Thank you both. You've done Allwater and the ship a great service. We're ready. Go live and stay on schedule.
Oh, time for propaganda now.
It's my privilege to announce to you all today that our new boy program has already proven an unmitigated success. We present to you now the full and unedited audio that represents the first incoming message we've received in our lifetimes. Now, before the message plays, I'd like to take a moment to reiterate just how proud we should all be of progress on the new start procedures. It won't be long before we're ready for the first attempt, the latest in a long line of steps on the road to a greater, brighter future for us all. Please enjoy this message, brought to you by the Allwater Corporation.
This is Earth.
Symbolic representation.
We sure hope you're all okay, whomever is still out there. We're not quite sure how to tell you this. Things were pretty rocky here when you left, of course, and, you know, that was a brave move. Probably the right decision at the time. We didn't know whether to even tell you this, but we figured
Oh
we
no.
would give you some comfort way out there in the freezing clutches of deep space. What? Oh, right. Yeah, I guess. Or, I mean, even better, the comforting, warm embrace of a lovely, habitable new planet. Well, we just wanted to let you know that we pulled together down here. The sparrows calmed down and things pretty much worked themselves out.
Sparrows?
Life still isn't perfect. Bananas died out, and you got to be pretty careful around water. But by and large, we're back on track. Earth survived. Wish we could send you a postcard. Anyway, be safe, and maybe one day we'll get a hello from you. We'll be listening.
Oh.
What are you all still doing here? Don't you have work or something to do? Scram!
Oh no. Main task, retreat to the lab. Energy depleted. Destination, recharging station, aka bed. I just hope Moreau doesn't want to review the meeting. Okay. I still love that this is a faux projector. Like, that is really well done. Oh, can we talk to you?
Welcome. I am All-Water Automated Secretary number 1. How may I assist your all-water related learning?
Tell me about all-water time introduction.
8 years ago, our illustrious and suave CEO Brenner Castlechop made the brave decision to tackle the inaccuracy of the standard analog clocks by introducing unified AW time. A ship-wide, perfectly synced system that ensures people are always in time, on time together. In a remarkable gesture of generosity, Fedorans were given the opportunity to exchange their old clocks and watches for free. An offer most people took up and thoroughly enjoyed immediately. There were a few skeptical holdouts, but they were eventually won over by peer pressure. Usually annoyed friends having to do the math when arranging a meet-up time. As well as the generous tube system and other such all-water service vouchers offered to them.
When was All Water founded?
When was All Water
Oh,
founded?
right.
The Municipal Freshwater Clarification Agency was formed just after the crash, but it was rebranded to All Water in 12789 AC, just prior to the introduction of the transportation tube system.
So, what exactly does All Water do?
All Water Corporation is dedicated to making the lives of Fedorans easier, more pleasurable, and more sustainable. Major services include regulation of the ship's day-night cycle, the tube transportation system, organising the monthly all-water ball, balancing the energy budget, and overseeing the ship's water supply and filtration systems. All Water is also invested in exciting new science initiatives, some or all of which may be strictly confidential at this time. Please check with your nearest all-water secretary about the status or indeed existence of such initiatives.
I'm moving away from the Douglas Adams, and now this is much more like a Doctor Who thing. The company runs this entire ship.
Can you tell me about the current CEO?
CEO Brenner Castlechop began her all-water career at the age of 16. She graduated from her internship to a full-time position after she devised a mathematical theory to reduce the calculations needed to make different electronic systems communicate with one another. These improvements would eventually become the basis for the ship's current intranet system, architected by temporary all-water employee, redacted, codenamed Dr. Computer. During this time, the Schlippmeyer family and the Freshwater Clarification Agency were engaged in a dispute over the ship's water supply, the former holding a chemically based freeze filtration system over the current but outdated machinery. Castlechop wrote a proposal to improve the existing system by overhauling its connected mechanics, which led to All Water being able to reject the Schlippmeyer's costly license fees. Her expertise, including her initiative to renew the physical connection between water reservoirs, filtration systems, and the various districts, eventually evolved into the tube transportation system and saw her promoted to sub-chief of the directive branch of operations. She finally became CEO in 13152 AC after widespread pressure throughout the organization on the incumbent CEO, Dr. Rufus Bureaucracy, to finally step down and let the Munchkins take charge of all water at last.
Amazing.
Bye. The All Water Corporation wishes you a pleasant day.
That's very clever. The other secretary is back here. I wonder if we can still talk to him about their sibling. Oh, apparently not. It is technically nighttime, so. And speaking of, we should probably get going soon, because my dinner will be ready to eat shortly. Okay, so let's go ahead and head back to the lab district. Go to Betty. Oh. What's going on here? Are we allowed to just... Oh. We probably shouldn't be here. But we are now.
Captain at Large Baronhout?
Ah, hello. How are you,
I'm Harold Halibut, sir.
Yes, I'm sure you are. Harold, tell me, have you ever felt lost?
Oh, I always get lost around here.
No, Harold, I mean, feeling like you have no purpose.
Ooh.
I know my purpose, but sometimes it doesn't seem very important.
You heard the leak, I presume?
Yeah, of course.
That leak, that one message, it's undone me.
Ah.
With my whole family, this whole mission, the ship, my captaincy at large. What if it was all a mistake?
Oh, I see. Well, maybe Earth didn't get as bad as people thought it would. But we're still us. And you know, it wasn't us that chose to fly away.
That was somebody
I
else.
suppose. Speaking of which, have you ever lost someone, Harold?
Have you?
Yes. Someone important. She's gone, Harold.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened?
Coco has taken an unscheduled leave of absence.
Oh, so she's not lost forever?
No, I'm sure she'll return eventually. But every moment without her, I spend in longing and despair.
Is it anyone I might know?
My beloved? Her name is Coco.
Oh, not sure I've ever met her.
Do you want to see a picture?
It's a bird.
Coco is a bird.
Harold, you're such an understanding thought.
What?
Could you try to find her for me? I'd look for her myself, but in these uncertain times, I think it's best I don't leave my post.
Okay, we're gonna come back to you later.
Bye.
We're gonna definitely come back to you later. We have a new task, which is finding Coco. Oh, and we drew a picture of Coco in our notebook. The captain at large, and Coco. Okay, we're gonna go because we gotta go to bed, and also I gotta go. So we will find someone to. I like the fact that the captain is completely unfazed by this. Like, well, I guess I gotta get up here somehow. Okay, so we got ourselves either a main or a side mission. I'm not sure what that would count as. Let's take the tube back to...
All water compliments you on your choice of destination.
Oh, we probably don't get a choice because we got special late night travel permission, so it's taking us right back where we were.
We get you where you're going.
Oh. You took us to the... Okay. It's very quiet. The amount of silence makes me feel like... Are we good? Yes, I know, Nightbot. Thank you for reminding me, but we need to go home.
Travel in style with all water.
So the tubes literally do connect all of the...
Unsatisfactory journey for some reason? Just contact your nearest... and all water will make it up to you.
So they connected all of the, like, the water systems to basically get rid of the Schleppmeier Foundation, and then they turned those tubes into the tube transit system. Okay. Hold on, just making sure. Is that a word outside? No. All right.
Hey, Professor. Oh, are those the new teacups?
Come and see for yourself.
Oh, I promise I ordered them.
Harold, just look.
What's this music? When you are lost in the dark, you have to go deeper to find your way out. The Lightkeepers. So the Lightkeepers stole the blue rock, which the professor needs to try and find out the distance between the time span between the solar flares.
If the Lightkeepers could get the rock, and they knew we wanted it, that means that they must be someone who...
Harold, it's late, and we've had enough excitement for one day. Let's leave the theories until tomorrow.
Sure. I'm just happy that whoever they are, they're on our side.
So it seems for now.
That's my
Good
button.
night, Harold. See you in the morning.
Be right back.
Okay. Night, Professor.
Perfect timing. My chicken is done. I need to warm up my veggies and I'll be good to go. So we have a sketch in the notebook of us looking inside at the rock. It's time to sleep and optional, find Coco. But let's go to sleep. And hopefully that will save the game. And this will be a good place to stop.
Gosh, whoever made that leak must be feeling pretty terrible right now. I'm glad it wasn't me messing up for once. Let's see what tomorrow brings.
We have so far, for what seems like a lot of people, seen a very small number of people. I will also say that, yeah, it does feel a lot like, you know, a lot of narrative games, especially when they feel like they have a visual novel style, can sort of seem like you're essentially watching a film. You're watching a movie, you're watching a story. And the fact that while there are a number of things that we can kind of do each day, it does seem like it ends without you being behind or late or anything like that. But what I want to do is I want to quit. Hopefully it's saved. Yeah. So yeah, Harold Halibut, it's cute, it's good. We'll probably return to it at the weekend because the story does have me intrigued. And I appreciate that there are main and side missions, so, you know, you could just do the main story and be fine with it. but I also like that there is a bit more of a conspiracy going on. And if you watch the trailer that's been in any of the game showcases, you know something more is going to happen down the road. So I'm curious to get to that point. But for now, we're going to go ahead and head over here to quit.